You know what, guys? Summer overrated. The amount of bugs that come out around this time of year is insane. When I go to take my dogs outside at night to pee, I might as well put on a full suit of armor. I got hit so hard in the head the other night by a nasty fist-sized bug, about gave me a concussion. Hi everyone, my name is Holly, and in today's video I thought it would be really fun to tell you guys what I have planned when it comes to my summer reading and just stuff that I really want to get to or change that doesn't involve going outside and getting a sunburn. Best to avoid that. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also turn on my post notifications. Just click that little bell icon beside my name so that you get a little ding-a-ling every time I upload. That sounds sexual, but we're going with it. Also, follow me on social media. Add me on Goodreads. Be my friend because we all know I could use more. So my main goal for the summer when it comes to my reading is to basically just read as much as I can. Yo girl, be drowning in her TBR. I also want to finally read whatever I want, and I mentioned this in my June TBR video, but I have been doing TBR challenges all year, like the boyfriend chooses my January TBR. I read contemporary for a whole month and I freaking hate contemporary. I also read the lowest rated books for a month. I am literally dead. Another goal of mine is that I want to read a ton of adult fantasy. I have this beautiful, amazing adult fantasy shelf that needs to be put into use, like all of the fantasy plans. It's crazy. Before we get into the actual books that I want to read, I am starting something very new this month. I have never attempted this before, but I am going to try to start tabbing my books. Tabbing, not dabbing. Hello, fellow kids. So I am the type of reader who likes to wait until the whole series is complete before I even start the first book. And I do this because I really don't like waiting a whole year for a sequel to come out. I tend to forget a ton of details and I feel like I won't enjoy that sequel as much as I would if I just marathoned all of the books together so that I can completely immerse myself into the story. And we all know how little time that we have nowadays to reread books to refresh our minds. Well, this is where tabbing comes in. Here's an example. You see all those beautiful tabs right there? Lovely. I want to tab scenes that I absolutely love, plot twists, character deaths, predictions, or just little snippets of the book that I think are really cool. So for example, a scene that I thought was really cool was in Sinlin Ascends, our main character sees a giant metal spider crawling along the tower that repairs the tower as it crumbles, which I thought was super cool. So I marked that page. I kind of color coded it, sort of, not really. I did tab the map just so that I can get to it easier because I hate like starting from the very beginning and going like this, like where is this map? But if I tab it, I can get to it much quicker. I have blue tabs for like sad scenes or character deaths. I have yellow tabs for possible predictions I might have. And I'm thinking I'm going to use the bright pink ones for quotes I like. I don't know. I don't think I'll stick with the color coding aspect except for like the blue for sad because that's kind of an obvious color to use. Also, if I run out of a certain color that I need to use for a certain scene, that's just anxiety waiting to happen. The next thing that I really want to change are my shelves. Now, I have only been reading for a few years, so since late 2014, and when I finally found that book that made me fall in love with reading, which was Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, I basically went on a book buying spree and bought every single book that I saw. Big mistake, but I'm pretty sure every bookworm goes through this. I didn't know any better. I had no idea what I liked back then, but now that I have been reading for a few years, my tastes have completely changed. They have been defined, and I now know what I don't like in a book. I know what I do like in a book. There's a big difference now. I am far more picky now about what books that I buy, and also I know what booktuber to trust and what booktuber not to trust. So I am on an unhaul binge. I currently have 3 boxes full of books sitting beside me right now, and I need to film the in-haul video for it and then donate. I want every single book on my shelves to be a book that I'm incredibly excited to get to. Not a book that I'm dreading, which I do have a few books on here that I'm absolutely dreading reading, and it shouldn't be like that. And I want my shelves to be full of favorites. So even those 3-star books that were kind of meh, maybe I enjoyed some type of aspect to the story, but overall I just didn't care much for it, I want to unhaul. I have books that I've read that are at the bottom of my shelves where they're being very neglected, and there's a reason for that, and I haven't even thought of them for years. I need to unhaul. I'm also going to be filming my bookshelf tour 2018 sometime really soon, and I want my bookshelves to be the best that they can be. I want to be really happy with them before I film that video. So let the unhaul purge begin. And yeah, expect that unhaul video really soon. My bookshelves are basically like in adolescence right now, and they're about to become full-fledged adults. It's tier worthy. Alrighty, so now that I have gotten those 2 goals out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the books. And the very first set of books that I really want to have finished before the summer is over is the entire First Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. So if you saw my June TBR, then you know that I am going to be reading The Blade Itself this month, which by the time this video goes up, I may have started already. I'm not too sure. I can't tell the future. But I so miss Joe Abercrombie's writing. I read the Shattered Sea trilogy, and it's one of my, like, all-time favorites. I need more Joe Abercrombie in my life, and the more Joe Abercrombie books that I can have marked as read on my shelves, the more happier I'm going to be. Seeing unread Joe books is a big no. So let's just mix things up and just move on to arcs really quick. I am so bad at reading arcs that I get sent, and I really want to change that. Again, the reason that I do this is because I want to wait until the series is over so I can marathon them. Hopefully tabbing books will change that for me. So some of the arcs I really want to get to is Mirage by Soumya Dawood. This comes out in August. Another one, which is really bad, is Everless by Sarah Holland. This came out in January. I got an arc and never read it. The next arc is The Forest Queen by Betsy Cornwell. I was just sent this one and Mirage. Before these just sit on my shelves for months, I thought I should have probably knocked them out pretty quickly, so I will be reading this one soon as well. Another adult fantasy that I absolutely totally want to get to is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which I still don't have the physical copy. My boyfriend still has it, but Kristen, you should be happy about this, and we should totally buddy read this together, because I feel like that's really gonna push me to read it even quicker. You will keep me up to speed with it, I'm pretty sure, and we could fangirl about it. I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of my all-time favorite books. I'm very excited to get to it. I am definitely trying to get a lot of adult fantasy under my belt because I rave about it so much, but honestly I haven't read too much of that genre, and I just want to read a ton of it this summer, so plan on getting to this one very soon. Alright, so I think that is all of my summer reading plans and just some things that I want to try out or change. Let me down below some of your reading plans that you want to get to this summer. I would love to know down below in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me, and also subscribe to this channel. I upload videos every single week. And until we meet again, happy reading.